Hi, welcome back. It's Bobby Shields with Dogbone Knives. Today I'm going to go on a little bit of a build, and I'm going to try and build a guillotine tool without welding. I don't have a welder, but I know people that do. So anyway, I'm going to try it my way first, and I always can take it and weld it. Even if I screw it up, I can still weld it. Now, I went to yesterday and to my steel supplier, which he's got he don't have any knife steel. He can't get 4140 even, and so, or he says he can't. I don't know whether he can or not, but anyway, he's got plenty of mild steel, and I'm going to be making this out of mild steel and the dies out of it. So I expect this is going to be probably one or two, maybe three, could be longer series on this. To start getting a tooling, might as well. I'm quarantined up, so we officially got a shelter in place today because of the coronavirus. So I had to run out and get just a few things earlier, and everybody was observing the 6-foot rule that I was around. I mean, I never got close to anybody, and nobody got close to me, except, you know, just when you run into somebody pushing buggies at Walmart. So, but anyway, back to the guillotine tool. Now, let me move this. Okay, I took the liberty of super gluing these two together right there, squared the edge up on them. This is going to be the front. This will be the bottom here. And I got the two, these are 1/2-inch plates. So that's 1 inch of steel there. And I'm going to drill holes. 2 holes here, 2 holes here, then move in and drill 4 holes here. And I will drill them in a pattern so I can put this here, say on a 1/2 inch, if I make 1/2 inch dies, and make the other one opposite so I can turn it over like that and move it back to 3/4 of an inch in there, which this is what this is right here. It's 3/4 inch stuff, and this is 3/4 inch metal. So we're talking like that. I probably leave about 7/8 in there when I drill a hole, get everything lined up and bolt it together outside. But right now, the guillotine tool needs to be cut out into a C. Now, the metal I got, they charge per cut, and they would, if I'd asked them to cut it out, they would have, but they charge a minimum of $20 an hour, and for doing that, they probably could charge me for an hour, and they would have drilled 2 holes in here so they could cut them out this way and that way, and they charge, it's either $5 or $8 a hole. So anyway, it'd be cheaper on me just to do it and cut it out with a few discs on Laser Junior there. But anyway, right here, these die, I told them 2 inches. They are just a fuzz over that. They're 2 1/16. So what I need to do here is come up here, and there's my scribe, and come up like that right there. Now, then I'm going to come back 4 inches. Let's see, that's going to be, you know, this, because this is 7. I want 3 inches back here as a pass through, and just make sure that nothing ever happens to it. 4, come down 2 from the top on this side. So this is just going to be rough for just a second here, or 2 1/16, excuse me, 2 1/16 right there. And this right here's just an idea where I need to put my dicom. Now, to make this stick and dry good, like I said, I just want the idea to put it that way I can get my layout lines and everything on it. Now, let's see. I'll wash it off. This is a 91% isopropyl alcohol. You could use denatured alcohol, but it's just wood grain alcohol that's got some of the fuel added to it to make it where it won't be non-consumable. So, and it's pretty much not exactly the same thing, but it's so this is isopropyl, and the denatured is usually a wood grain alcohol. Which they used to use to make moonshine back in the day. Don't ask me how I know that, but I do. Make sure that I get it marked real good. Right there. Now, while I'm right here, might as well mark these edges. That one there. And I just run these over the belt grinder there just to knock any burrs off of them. Okay, the rest of them's used to lift this plate up off of the metal there. Yeah, still damp. I want that. Okay. It's a little cool today. Cooler than it was yesterday, even though the sun's out today. Okay, scribe sharp-ish. I'm going to go 4 inches. Mark 4 inches. Put a mark right there. There. Okay. 2 1/16. 2 1/16. So right there. Let me run this over the grinder just another second here. That's a little sharper. That mill scale is hard to scratch to get down to a shiny line. I mean, there is a line there, but it's not shiny. All right. I hope everybody can see that. Now, the reason that I come up the 2 1/16 and right here on this one right here, and then down from the top 2 1/16 is that's how big these is, and these may not be exactly 9 inches. Could be a little over, could be a little under, but that's what these are right there. So they sit right there. You see, I just need to just take the line. I mean, just take the line, and we'll be good on that. Now, and that gives me, I know how big these are. This could be a little off, and it gives me a roughly about a 4-inch opening right there. So I get a, that's actually a 5-inch opening. 4 and 7/8 what it is. So it's not exactly a 9-inch piece. So, but that's all right. That's a, I wanted at least 4 inches, and 4 inches there. That's the reason I left this meat back here. And plus I've got other ideas for it later on. So we'll work the bugs out of it now, and then work on it later. So now we want to drill this. I have a 1/2-inch drill chucked up in the drill press over there, so I want to go quarter. Yep. By 6 millimeter. So I have it right there. So now I sharpen my center punch. Okay, like that. So now, so that's a 1/4 by 1/4. So we drill a hole, a 1/2-inch hole. It would be right there on the lines. Now, like I said, I got these clamped together, and so and glued now. So I will still leave the clamps on it when I put it on a drill press over there, but I may put it on a board and try to clamp it even more if I can. Now, here we go. Looks like about 6 millimeters. Okay. And then about 6 millimeters, roughly. If it's a little off, it won't matter. right, them's good. Now, do I want to drill a 1/4 inch hole in there to start with for a pilot hole, then the half? That is the question. That's probably what I'll do. So let me, and since I've got to drill 1/4 inch holes, I will go ahead and lay these out, and then I'll be back to you in just a little bit. Okay, I'm back. I found my carbide scratch off scribe there, so the mill scale chipped right off. Now I've got the C notched, or got it laid out. I've got where the holes for these to go, top and bottom, laid out. Now the next series of holes is going to be a little not confusing, but they'll be a little different. I'm going to have a set of holes here so I can slide and use 1/2 inch dies, and then I'm going to have a different set of holes so I can move it out and do 3/4 inch dies. And I want to put two close together on one end for the close ones, and then do them further apart for these. But I want to be able to turn them over and have the small narrow pattern on the other side on the opposite, and not make them the same, make them where you just turn them over and do that. That's what my line of thinking is. So I'm going to have to probably drill these plates independent of each other for the next series of holes. But these 6 holes right here I can drill here and now. Like I said, I got this glued together, and I'm going to try to put it up on the board. So I'll change out, put a 1/4 inch drill bit in there, and I'll come back when I get it drilled.